question. Which quarterback do you like for the Super Bowl? Tom Brady or Russell Wilson?
It's got to be Tom Brady, Poppy. I mean, he's a great franchise guy. He never left the Patriots to go down to Miami, win back-to-back NBA titles with the Heat, mind you, and then just leave to Cleveland. I mean, it's clearly LeBron. It's LeBron.
You see on the TV right now, Poppy look like a cowboy with a cowboy hat on his head. A girl I don't mind. You know I can touch you, but you come on to me. A girl I don't mind. Money, make up money. Second question, is the food better at Joe Rodan in Glendale or at the Teen City?
I have ever intended on staying at the Tent City, so I can't comment on the food that they have there. But I am at the Super 8 off Camelback. They have a vending machine with stale chips and a pack of Mentos.
Next question, which chog is snored by the Emmys for no reason?
The box score.
Start right now!
I don't know a lot about sports, but I can drink a lot of beer.
My motto is simple: C's get degrees.
Need a long, inappropriate hug? I'm your man.
I think I'm smarter than you, because I probably am.
Howard Coward for box score.
Hello and welcome to the Box Score. I'm Brock alongside the Danettes here in Glendale, Arizona. Still getting used to the acoustics in this room, but we'll get through this. We are about just over a week into the Deflate-Gate, and it has made the lovely transition from ball humor to toilet humor. Paulie, does this help this story have legs?
Well, it has more than legs, because once I saw the story go into the bathroom yesterday, literally, I was not shocked at all when Fritzy wrote up some mock headlines. Let's put it that way.
Well, as you just mentioned, if there's one person to get us from the toilets to the balls and back again, it's Todd Fritz.
I'm not a cheater, I just flush a lot.
All right.
Pat's attendant may be taking crap for no reason. Lee can't wipe away Deflate-Gate anytime soon. Toilet story. Woody, you know it, this story still has buzz. I thought that was a very good one. Woody and Buzz from Toy Story.
Oh, like Toy Story.
Okay, but
Toilet
Story.
What? Do I have to acknowledge every one of them?
But there was like silence by everyone. Buzz Lightyear. Call of Duty. Did Pat and And I think I saved the best for last, but I guess you guys will be the judge of that. I gotta take a pump.
Oh, you're so close.
Air pressure.
No, I got it.
The one before was the winner.
You never. You're like Letterman when you do the top 10.
I gotta take a pump.
His last one is never his best one.
Call of Duty.
I like that one.
That
was your wipe off. I mean walk off there.
You know, I can't figure out if I want you to end on the good one or I don't. Because I do sort of enjoy
The bomb at the end.
you know, you being defensive about it and explaining it and being like, what do you mean? I thought that was a good one. I thought, you know, see, you get it? And you explain the joke.
And I purposely made it
Because you
laugh.
could
I
have
thought that was the
ended
best one.
the Call of Duty crushed. That was awesome. That would have been a perfect walk-off, and I'm out. But then we're depriving ourselves of the, what, you don't think that's good?
Brock, I want to ask you about this. You're a professional comedian. You've been doing a lot, and in all
Sure.
seriousness, you've been doing stand-up a long time. Have you ever cut it, like if you're in the middle of stand-up act and you have a crushing joke, would you ever tap out and leave some material on the table? And I'm being serious. Like Fritzy always finishes his set.
No, thinking though that you still have something that's gonna even.
But you're not. But you know you had the whole room laughing. You, if you're as a stand-up.
Well, it's terrifying because they tell you they're going to give you a flashlight in the back. This happened years ago. And he's like, all right, you got 15 or whatever it is. And so I finished what I had written down, and there was no flashlight, and I had nothing to go to. It was just.
So you're the other way around. You had to fill time.
Yeah, I had to vamp, and it's like. The time.
What advice would you give him though, as a pro?
Oh, just move through it. I mean, and just go till everyone looks really uncomfortable at you.
Is that what you do?
Those are my notes to you.
No, because part of the problem is, and as these guys well know, it's like, you know, if I have something down, I feel like I got to get to everything. I got to check all the boxes. That's just my approach to life, unfortunately. That's what makes me crazy.
Is it fair to say we've had this conversation before?
Yeah, many
boy.
times, and I haven't gotten.
So we've had the conversation about having the conversation before.
Right. So when you hear the entire room erupt in laughter, which you crushed
I
that
got
joke.
out. I had that one more sitting that I'm like, you know, I just dumb pump and the air pipe, like I got to take a pump. I really thought that was going to get a laugh.
And you sold it as like, I think this is the best.
I was shocked. I came up with that. That was like my third, and I purposely moved it to like the 6th or 7th spot, the last one, to be the one that I could bring it home.
You threw in a preface, and then it was you were set up to fail.
I guess I don't know the room as well as you would think. I thought the Call of Duty was pretty good. They loved it.
Call of Duty
was topical. It's solid,
Like the guy's
no
taking
pun
a pump with
intended.
him into the bathroom. I thought that was the winner, and it wasn't. It was tough.
A little loose at the end.
Solid movement.
Yeah, well, I mean, like Jerry Seinfeld told George, that's what you do. You just go, that's my set, and you're out.
Yeah.
I got to tie up, as they say, I got to tie up loose ends. We'll get there.
Is that another pun?
That was another pun.
Well, you got some love for your mock headlines, but you guys as a group got some love from Coach K.
I've been fortunate to have a lot of outstanding players, and that's how you win, Dan. I mean, you think you do, you're good with your show just because of you. We should have a talk. Those guys behind you are pretty damn good, and not to knock you, but
I think you did. Oh, stop it over there. These guys are applauding. They're giving you a standing ovation.
Well, they never get credit for anything.
Oh,
from
my
their,
God.
That was amazing. Coach K just within a couple of days after winning career win number 1,000 with Duke, and he's giving love to the Danettes and saying, a big reason why Dan Patrick, you're as successful as you are is because of your staff and your crew. That was pretty awesome.
That being said, we were really happy about the Coach K shout out, Brock. He goes, those guys behind you.
Yeah.
If you would have given Coach K 500 more victories to name any of the four of us, could he have done it?
Probably not.
Yeah.
Fritzy, he would have known Fritzy.
Maybe, not necessarily, because I go through a PR person who knows me very well. So that's
do you have Coach K's cell phone?
I don't.
That seems like
I've
a
spoken
tough
with
one.
him many times when he calls in just to say hi and be gracious.
But you have a
and
lot of cell phones. That seems like one that you're never going to have.
I'm never going to have. I don't think Coach K would trust me with that,
A good
or
PR
the people
guy,
that work
though.
with him.
A good PR guy hands him a piece of paper. Fritzy, Seton, McLovin, Paulie.
Yeah.
No, but there's a guy named John and a guy named Matt that are
Shout out.
two great Duke sports information guys that always are gracious and helpful to get Coach K on with us. But they would know me very well because I'm a pest and I just keep emailing them until we get.
But that's
Coach
a booking
K on.
shout out right there.
That is a booking shout out. But yeah, Coach K, you're probably right. He probably couldn't name any of the four.
I think if Coach K saw the high five between you two, he would have rescinded any compliment that he had just paid the Daniels. That was awful.
You guys went for a standing O.
One of you always
Fritzy
goes double pump
And Fritzy
for some reason.
made like a duck move, and then you went like this against it.
Well, it started out, I went up, and then
call it
Fritzy made
timeout or something?
But no, but worse than that, as you saw the guys giving him a standing ovation, and I was trying to get up, which took me a while to get up. I started getting a cramp in my back left hamstring thigh area, and that if you had
To stand upright is tough?
Yeah, all I had to do, I moved
goodness.
the computer, the laptop out of the way, and as I'm getting up, I got this spasm in the back of my left leg, and that's why, I got some weight on me, but I should have been able to pop up a little faster than that. But if you saw me, I was halfway up, and then something gave, like
Gave
you would
out.
think someone tackled me, and I just got this terrible cramp, and I knew if I moved up any faster or sooner, it would have been bad.
Spasm.
I like how we start with Coach K, and then we get to you having spasms in the same
Well,
segment.
I was like, really?
Just standing out of your
this is
chair.
my this is what's going on with me as far as my athleticism. I used to, not that I was ever that great, but I'm 45. I'm not 80. I couldn't stand up. Couldn't believe I got a cramp just trying to stand up.
Hopefully WebMD is calling us and they want to sponsor us because this is great.
They better hurry.
Yeah, all right. Well, it's Coach K showing you guys some love. Rich Eisen was not. What is up with the makeup girl? Are you going to start hitting her up every morning?
Oh my God, this has been going on for years. There's a general rule: if you're on TV, you should be wearing makeup, and it's especially for pale guys like me. So I've been asking Dan to put on makeup for years, and now Dan's doing it. Can we?
Do you have makeup on right now?
Well, what do you think, Paulie?
I think you have a little.
I think you are wrong.
No powder? Nothing?
I look like a little eyeliner there.
Usually, though, when you wear makeup, it's like, whoa, Andrew's got makeup on. Yeah. It doesn't usually
This is
blend
shocking
all
right
that
now.
nicely.
We don't have the breaking news. I think I'm getting a little bit of sun in Arizona.
It couldn't go the opposite way if you think about it. You got to add.
You know what I'm saying? I have SPF 90 on right now. We're indoors.
And Brock, do you see Rich Eisen call this out?
No, I was out. Well, I was busy at the time. What happened?
Well, earlier in the week, to be forthcoming, his fine producer Drew sent a note saying this is going to be our makeup person for the week, shared between both shows with DirecTV. Here's her name and get to know her, so she'll be helping you guys out. And I sent a very snarky note saying you're gonna have a really easy week on the Dan Patrick Show because we don't wear makeup, and kind of mic drop.
Yeah.
And then the email, I didn't really hear back after that. But the email made its way up to Rich Eisen, which was very telling.
It's been clear it's circulated now.
But by the way,
Yes.
Paulie,
I know I'm snarky.
Who said you could speak for us on the makeup topic?
Yeah, you were upset about that. It's like,
I don't
there's
know.
an opportunity to wear
If you want to
makeup?
wear makeup, that's a decision you make as an individual.
Well, we are on TV and we look awful without makeup.
Right, but
every
we've been
day,
looking awful for 5 years
365.
without makeup. We can't just change now.
I know. Precedent is a problem.
You know what, though? See, we have been on TV over the 5 years, but over 5 years, say, what happens if you've begun developing these, like, horrible bags and these rings under your eyes like certain people may have, and maybe 5 years ago, you wouldn't have needed makeup there, but now, yeah.
Should we put this to a vote? Do you think we should put this to a vote?
Well, yeah, absolutely. This is a
This is an all in or nothing because like half the day that's wearing
how about
makeup
this?
looks lame.
If 3 people vote for makeup, then everyone has to wear makeup for the rest of the week.
Oh.
Whoa.
Because I think that's fair.
Can Brock vote too?
Well, I'm wearing makeup, so I'm a
You look
Mac.
great.
You only wear
NW35.
body makeup, and that's not face makeup.
NW 35.
And not so much brightener is what
Are
you
we gonna vote? You guys want to do it?
Let's do it.
Oh no, secret ballot on napkins. We read it. We give it to
Nah.
Brock and read it the next.
Let's
segment.
just raise hands.
Okay. All right. Here we
Still
go.
voting no.
This is going to be thumbs up, thumbs down, makeup. All right.
We've come this far. Let's stop putting makeup on.
You are who you are.
You need
just have to.
I sure do, but I.
This is just peer
I don't
pressure. I really would go like this.
Stand
but I-
together.
All right.
Yeah.
There,
Like the
let's
band.
take a break. Shall we do that?
Yes.
You guys want to go outside? You'll probably need makeup out there. Stick around. We're going out to see the good people outside. And welcome back to the Box Score. We are outside the Dan Patrick Studios with the Danettes, and just across the street from the, I feel like the on-location guy. Well, there's no shot of the stadium, but it's
It's definitely not in that direction. Either.
okay. It's not. There's stuff back there, across from where the Super Bowl is going to be played. We are out here with the fans, and we're going to have you guys ask the Danettes a question or 3. Who's got our first question? What's your name?
Taylor.
Go ahead and ask away. What's your question?
Brock, what's your favorite, or
No pressure. You're going to ask me a question.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
when are you gonna make a new video?
Oh, a new video? We made one last night and today, and I just shot.
Is this a setup? You set up a kid?
Yeah.
There's plants.
We'll put that on YouTube, and we'll get. You're not supposed to be asking me a question, but thank you. No, it's fine. We're making one today, tomorrow, and the next day, and we're going to start the show each week with a new open. But you got one for the Danettes?
Besides sports, all the topics that you guys debate, what's your favorite?
I like when we talk food a little bit here and there.
Yeah.
I think it's fun when we get into little nitpicky stuff of things we do that are quirks, but I get to talk when we get a food topic in there.
My favorite was when Dan goes to an art museum on the weekend. He talks to me, and he's like, Dan, I mean, McLovin, you've seen that Degas exhibit. I haven't seen it, but I'm so flattered that he's talking to me.
And he assumes we have no idea what.
Yeah, he assumes the other Danettes have no, which you don't.
Yeah, I like when we get into TV shows and movies, also the food stuff, and just silly daily things. Whether it's whether you're going to a bar or you're dealing with other people, whether it's family or interaction with the opposite sex, and awkward moments we've all had in our life. I just think that's cool stuff.
Yeah, I'm a music guy, so I like movies, music. Those are always pretty spirited. Those are a lot of fun.
All right, next question here from the good folks out here. What's your name and what's your question?
My name's Wes. My question is, we know you guys like to get a little rough and physical with some of the guests on set. Which athlete or personality puts the fear of God in you the most? And is there any chance we could see that happen this week?
That's right up Paulie's alley.
Yeah, I get a kick out of it. I know, I always hear my buddies back home who play football saying, "Oh, I could block Michael Strahan." I'm like, "No, you couldn't." And and that was the point of this whole experiment, to try to block a Michael Strahan, because I know on his worst day, I couldn't even make a dent on him.
There are some people who come in, like Michael Strahan, you knew was in on the joke, right? But some people come in, and you can't really tell how serious this dude is or not. Like, all right, they know that this is just a joke, right? Like, yeah, we're gonna block you, right? And it's like, all right, we'll try, but they usually go 50% on you. And some people, you're like, whoa, this guy.
And there's a part of them that they don't want to be embarrassed by one of the Danettes, so I'm not going to be too easy where this guy's going to show me up.
The one who I wasn't sure if he was going to play along was Matt Forte. I introduced myself to him, and I didn't know Matt Forte. I told him the bit. He goes, uh-huh. And I said, maybe you can give me a stiff arm or something. He goes, uh-huh. And that was the entire conversation. And I was like, I don't know if this guy's going to go like this to me or just smack me. And he gave me a good shot, and it ended up being one of the best bits.
I'm not a huge Rodney Harrison fan, per se. He's a guy I don't really like too much. I'm much like an NFL player.
Are you setting the stage for tomorrow?
Oh, is he here tomorrow?
He is.
God.
Oh, are you supposed to bench press things or something? Where are you supposed to have a
He's going to knock your sweater off you.
That's too bad.
I'll take Rodney down, now that I know he's coming.
All right, next question here. Your name and question.
My name is Casey Mackinac. Welcome to Arizona, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Question is, Al Michaels on the show today. If you could be a play-by-play guy from any sporting event in history, what would it be? Just one.
Ooh.
I'm going to jump in, just something that popped in my head. Argentina-England World Cup where Diego Maradona had the hand of God goal and a long 50-meter run for goal. I mean, that seems like one of the great sporting events of all time. That's just off the top of my head.
God, I don't know why this is stuck in my head. I was a big pro wrestling fan as a kid. WrestleMania 1, King Kong Bundy beat SD Jones at a record 8 seconds. First of all, it was easy.
SD Jones.
Yeah, I love Special Delivery Jones, just to be there for that historic moment.
Yeah, I would want to have called, just being the Bronco fan, the drive, that 98-yard drive.
Oh, not the
Cleveland.
helicopter?
No, but the final seconds of the Broncos winning their first Super Bowl against the Packers would be second, once on fourth down when they stopped Favre. But if I had those two opportunities, the drive and the pass to Mark Jackson and the final seconds of Denver beating Green Bay, that would be amazing.
I'd like to call that, man, which Super Bowl was it where the Patriots beat the Seahawks? Oh wait, this one. That's right. I would like to see that happen.
Wow,
and
see, I
call
thought
that
you would
one.
go. I thought Seat was going to go when Tony Hawk had the 900 during the X Games.
Yeah, it's pretty gnarly.
Yeah.
All right, where's Taylor? Come here.
Yeah.
Thanks, buddy. All right, it is a Super Bowl. Know your row next. Oh, Super Bowl. Know your row next. Thanks, Taylor. You're my man.
Fuck.
Welcome back to the Box Score, guys. We've kicked the week off in style for the Super Bowl. And while we are still making memories, we asked you about some of your favorites. Let's play.
No! Your row!
It is Know Your Show. Okay, so far this year, the front row is undefeated, so fingers crossed. Okay, to the front row.
Yes.
Seton,
Yes.
what was Paulie's favorite show-related Super Bowl moment?
There's been a lot of great moments, but I gotta go back to was it a Tuesday in Dallas? That the X Games basically broke out and all hell broke loose and we made the best out of that super snowy, icy, cold Super Bowl in Dallas.
Was it making the best out of a snowy day?
The Tuesday down in Dallas when it was 11 degrees before the show started. There was snow everywhere, ice everywhere, everywhere was freezing cold. And we went out and spent the entire day playing in the snow, doing plays in the snow, and embracing the cold instead of being a bunch of softies.
How about
That is correct.
Bang.
Great day.
Nailed it.
Super day.
All right, to the back row. Let's see here. McLovin, what's Fritzy's top Super Bowl moment?
Ooh, I'm gonna say his first T Frizzle video. As I recall the different T Frizzle
Which year
videos.
was that? Which location was that?
I think it was Indy, right?
Might have been the year before that.
No, it was Indy.
Was it the first one?
Just because I remember you liked one particular
I
cheerleader,
did.
so I'm gonna say that's
What's her
the
name, Fritzy?
moment.
You know what? I don't know her name, but I wish
Angel.
I did. Gorgeous, I would call her.
All right, is McLovin right?
My favorite DP Super Bowl moment would have to be Drew Brees getting on top of the desk and having an Oprah Tom Cruise moment, declaring his love for Jimmy Graham and wanting to make sure he gets paid what he's due.
Correct. Sorry.
He said he goes to the end. Mix it up a little bit, huh? Clever, right? No, the point is, you're supposed to be predictable.
That wasn't good.
Misdirection and theatricality.
Yeah, that's,
okay.
hurt
We're
my
going
feelings.
back. Oh no, let's go back to the front row. Paulie, what was Seton's favorite Super Bowl?
I'm torn here because Seton's a team player, so he might say something that we all did. But personally, he really crushed a bit down in Miami where he played the weatherman. And it was one of our first kind of produced opens, and we kind of came up with it 3 minutes before we shot it. It came out perfect. So I think Seton's Weather Report Miami Super Bowl.
All right, Seton playing Stormy Rains, the weatherman.
I would have to say my favorite moment is really a collection of many, and it's the T Frizzle videos. Because not only do you get to see Todd filming these things where he's usually got cheerleaders around him and he's so awkward, but it's also awkward to watch. And usually the reaction to most people when they see it is like, what the hell is going on here? So I like those. I'm sorry, I'll never forget
we
watching.
need to switch teams.
Okay, it's the Beach Bowl, right? And they're like setting up and doing rehearsals. And Paulie and I are standing like this, and T. Frizzle is playing on this gigantic screen, and Peyton Manning is standing there watching, and he's looking like, what the hell is that?
And it's thumping and bumping. There's all these like
so great.
There's all these 13-year-old kids. You know, they all got their phones out ready to take pictures of Taylor Lautner, and all of a sudden Fritzy's like doing his thing. You know, they don't know whether to cheer for the video or say, who is this older Jewish gentleman doing a rap video?
All right, Fritzy, your chance here. What was McLovin's favorite Super Bowl moment?
If he's anything like me, which thankfully for him he's not, Brooklyn Decker and Chrissy Teigen on his lap, and I guess I was in New York last year. I don't know what could be a close second to having those two on your lap.
All right, was Fritzy right or completely wrong?
My favorite Super Bowl moment definitely has to be our first Dan Patrick Show Super Bowl in Miami when we were doing a skit where I got to break the guitar a la John Belushi in Animal House.
I'm sorry, you were incorrect.
Yeah,
that was a good guess.
McLovin's ever come to like physically assaulting me, so of course that would be the favorite moment.
Yeah, actually,
I don't know how you can put that over Brooklyn Decker and Chrissy Teigen, but that was a good answer.
All right,
I
well,
can see why he would pick that.
I'm not much of a math guy, but I'm going to guess that the front row won. All right.
Nailed it.
Well, with that, we'll be back and we will close up shop at the bar. All right, welcome back to the box score. Pete Carroll and Bill Belichick. There's going to be a lot of back and forth. Hopefully it ends up safe for the Super Bowl. Who do you give the advantage to in the coaching?
The coaching matchup? Well, I would have said Bill Belichick, but he's obviously put on some pounds based on what I just saw there. He looks like maybe he's taking a little easy, so I'm going to go with Pete.
All right, well, you had Al Michaels in today. He's going to be announcing the Super Bowl, and he needed a little help when he came in today, and you helped him out. Muddy shoes, you went down there and gave him a little shine?
Yeah, I saw that, and I thought it was a travesty that someone let Al Michaels have mud on their shoes. I'm embarrassed for our whole staff, so I screamed out for a towel and then jumped into action.
You were drawing from your days, 1981, Shoe Shine guy, Grand Central Station.
Lincoln Mall, south side of Chicago.
Paulie, I hate to say this, but you might want to go grab your shine box.
You know, I was proud of
a little bit.
That was
a little bit.
Wow.
If Al Michaels had said that at any point in the interview, I would have loved it.
I am McLovin right after that. And I said, you know, Al Michaels looks like he's had a person clean his shoes on national TV before. He seemed very comfortable in the moment.
Yeah. Well, you scored some points with him. You guys got him to pose with you. Fake picture at a bar. And while he was there, he did a little improv for you guys also.
Hello again, everybody. This is Howard Cosell. This is where my career has gone, reporting from Glendale, Arizona. Glendale, Arizona. Here we are. Even Wayne Lucas wouldn't store his horses in this barn. Not a chance.
Woo! Yeah.
That's good stuff right
there.
There you
Good
go.
stuff. Stop, Al. You're killing us. Tell us another story.
See, that's like the coolest dude in the whole. I felt for a minute where I was like, man, this is so great. We're really hanging out with Al.
Yeah, Bo hanging out with Al Michaels is almost good enough. Yeah. I had the feeling that. I don't want to say this so much. I had the feeling we're going to have dinner with him at some point in our lives.
I have a feeling we're not.
No?
Because we were fishing for an invite to hang, and there was no invite coming.
Al doesn't want to hang out with us. Yeah. I mean, he has a choice, as a life choice.
But he would, knowing how much it would mean to us.
But I think, he's a showman. Al's a showman. Yeah. And I think he knows if he invited us to dinner, the next time he's on a show, we would just be lauding him more than we usually do. And the street cred with the people, I think, would be big.
Not going to happen.
It's not going to happen, but I like to think it would.
All right, Fritzy, who's on tomorrow?
We've got Dan Marino, Luke Kuechly, Marshall Falk, Rodney Harrison, and Bob Costas all joining us right here in the saloon tomorrow.
All right, we will be back tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern, right here on Audience Channel 239. Podcast available on iTunes or at podcast1.com.
Fritzy. I don't know a lot about sports, but I can drink a lot of beer.
My motto is simple. C's get degrees.
Need a long, inappropriate hug? I'm your man.
I think I'm smarter than you because I probably am.
Hey, thanks for watching the box score. Holy cow!